Most guys are taught to look for the obvious signs of attraction: a giggle, a compliment, maybe a flirty emoji. But here's the truth. The signs that truly show deeper, more emotional attraction often don't sound flirty or romantic at all. In fact, they can sound casual, even boring. But if you know how to decode what's underneath, you'll hear something else entirely: intent, curiosity, emotional openness. So let's take a look at 6 phrases women rarely say unless they feel something more. Not just surface-level interest, but that deeper pull they often feel, deny, and then accidentally reveal. Let's start with phrase number 1. You're so annoying, but in a weirdly tolerable way. Now, this may sound like she's just a little irritated, but it's not. This is disguised affection. When a woman begins to make personal categories for you, like labeling you as someone who's annoying, but somehow she doesn't mind, it means her brain is making space for you. You're not just another guy. You're a contradiction she's starting to enjoy thinking about. That mix of frustration and fondness is emotional complexity, and that often signals physical intrigue. She's feeling something, but she's wrapping it in humor or teasing to keep it safe. Phrase number 2. You remind me of someone I used to know, but not really. At first, this might sound like a random comment, but memory is deeply tied to emotion, and emotion is deeply tied to attraction. When she says you remind her of someone, her subconscious is trying to explain the strange sense of connection she feels around you. But then she pulls back. But not really. That's her brain attempting to rationalize something it doesn't fully understand. What she's truly trying to say is, you feel familiar, but I don't know why. That contradiction is a huge tell. It's not about who you remind her of. It's about why she feels drawn to you in a way she didn't expect. Number 3. Wait, how do you know that about me? This isn't real shock, it's emotional exposure. When a woman suddenly feels seen, when you say something that touches a nerve or reveals something about her that maybe she didn't even say out loud, it causes a kind of emotional short circuit. Her instinct is to push back. How do you know that? But she doesn't really want you to stop. That tension she feels, the balance between being understood and needing to protect her own emotional space, that's the kind of vulnerability that often shows up right before desire does. It's not just what you said, it's that you noticed. And that noticing creates a kind of energy that can later become physical. Phrase 4. Can I ask you something kind of random? This one is subtle but important. It sounds innocent, but it's actually an emotional bridge. She's not just testing your trivia knowledge. She's checking to see if you're emotionally available. These random questions often lead into deeper territory, questions about values, beliefs, or secret thoughts. She may ask your opinion on something oddly specific, or something that seems silly, but it's a test. Are you open? Are you paying attention? Can she connect with you below the surface? This emotional calibration is often what a woman needs before allowing herself to feel fully drawn to someone, especially in a physical or intimate way. Number 5. You'd probably hate dating me. Now, most guys hear this and back away. But what sounds like a warning is actually bait. This isn't really self-deprecation, it's a challenge. She's hinting that there's more to her beneath the surface, but only if you're curious enough to find out. She's planting a puzzle piece in your mind, daring you to complete it. Women don't say this to guys they feel neutral about. They say it to men who feel emotionally dangerous. The ones who could stir something deep. So when she says this, she's not pushing you away, she's daring you to come closer. And finally, number 6. I can't tell if you're messing with me or not. This is less about confusion and more about fascination. When a woman can't fully figure you out, that uncertainty becomes magnetic. Most guys are easy to read. When you're not, when you stay just a little unpredictable, you create a mystery that her brain doesn't know how to categorize. Are you a friend? A threat? A temptation? That mental tug-of-war is thrilling, and it often turns into real attraction. When she says this, she's not frustrated. She's captivated. So remember, attraction isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. It hides behind contradictions, playful insults, and strange little phrases. But if you listen closely, you'll hear what she's really saying. Not just with her words, but with the space she makes for you in her mind.